inspiration coach, and if you don't know me, I live on a boat on the River Avon, and it's absolutely beautiful. You might be able to hear the birds outside. It's kind of like nature on the doorstep right here, and this time of year it's beautiful to go for a swim over to the other side, and there's even a little rope swing on the tree, which you can see just there. So I'm celebrating today a really big win from last week, from Friday, and it was actually quite unexpected, and I want to talk a little bit about that, and how what happens, it's what happens along the journey when you start from here and set out to go, right, I want to get to here, and something happens along the way. And we talk a lot about what happens when you meet resistance, when you come up against challenges and obstacles, and I think it's equally important to look at what happens when you get some success as you're traveling along that journey. So what I want you to do is, look, just first of all, this video is for anyone who is on a path to excellence in life, so or you want to be. So if you've ever set out to do something, or you're doing something every day to get towards something that you want in life, or you're just starting and you're thinking, well, what do I want in life? Then this is for you. It's not for you if you just doing what everyone else is doing around you, and you're just kind of showing up, whatever in your life, whatever you do, and just kind of every day is the same, and you're quite happy like that. This is for people on that journey to excellence. And I also want to bring in, I want to celebrate some of my clients' successes, and talk a little bit about those as well, and share how we can relate to those successes in a way that really helps to propel us forward, and really helps us to stay on track and keep moving forward towards the things that we really want in life. So how does that sound? You up for that? Now, I was really lucky in my life in that, not just luck, but that when I was 21, I had a year where I had some amazing results in rowing, and it was kind of like wow, did I really just achieve that? I was the winner of the Henley Regatta in 1997, and also unexpectedly won the National Rowing Championships of Great Britain in the same year. So can you imagine how I felt after those two events? I was 21 and I was a Henley winner and a national rowing champion of Great Britain. And to be honest, I didn't know what to do with that. It was great. It was amazing. But it was kind of like bigger. It was too big for me to really digest and really to imagine. But it was also like the universe saying to me, a little tap on the shoulder going, hey, you're capable of more than what you think. And so what I want you to do is think back to some kind of a win that you've had in your life. Those of you doing 28 Days of Courage, I want you to think back to something that's happened in the last couple of weeks that has been a win. Now, sometimes it can be really good just to pick a small thing, like it might be someone in the shop interacted with you in a different way to what you expected. Two of my brothers, Radolf and Valgard, are currently training for an Ironman triathlon, which is a supreme test of human endurance. And I know that both of them have had moments where they've experienced training at a brand new level, at a really high level compared to what they've done before. So, feeling strong running, feeling strong on the bike, feeling confident at swimming, even if it's just in one session, they're starting to get that more regularly. I've also got a client who's in Australia who has experienced something recently where she related to someone else in her life in a brand new way that worked a whole load better for her, and it created some unexpectedly good results where things went way better than she could have imagined. And so what I want to put to you is that, first of all, you are getting success, and it's happening in your life. So it's looking for it, and being open to seeing that. Because if you're attached to like your old way of being, you might miss it, or you might not notice. So the first thing is to notice something that where you've achieved success. And if you really want to get the most out of this, just pause for a moment and write down right now some area of your life where you've achieved success. Now, it may not be exactly how your mind planned it out to be. It may not be exactly what you thought it was going to be, but it's great. It's not just great, it's essential to spot these little wins that you get. So for me, it was on Friday, I unexpectedly ended up doing a deal to help someone, help a group of people, help a team to get their Airbnb set up. And the thing that was great was that they really valued my experience and what I have to offer, and we made an arrangement that is going to be a massive win for both people. And for me, it was kind of unexpected, because 24 hours previously, I had no idea I was going to be sitting in that meeting. And not only that, but during the meeting, I felt like things were going really off track, and it wasn't going at all how I thought it should go. And so I kind of thought, well, I let go, and I thought, well, this isn't really going anywhere. But I just sort of kept sticking to it and kept doing my best to follow the steps. And by the end of it, I made an offer to these people, and for premium support to really help them get what they want. And I'd asked them some great questions, and they just said, "Wow, yeah, that sounds like a really good deal, really good value." And so I left with a deposit in my pocket in cash, and knowing that I've got this work now coming up where I can really help these people. So it was a sale, and it was a fantastic result for me, and something I've been working towards in a slightly different format. So how is that? How is, like, now that you've got that written down, like, if you look at that from your like who you used to be, you might look at it and go, wow, that's amazing. So if you're say, for my brothers, if they were to look at those training sessions and go, wow, that's amazing, I felt so good on the bike, I've never felt that good in my life before. So the you who's at this level looks at it and goes, oh my goodness, wow, and it's almost like we don't know what to do with it. Now I want you to, for a moment, just do that. Just look at that little thing, and it might seem insignificant. You might be someone who's like, oh well, it's not really a big deal, or you might be someone who goes like, wow, that's like way better. I can't possibly ever do that again. And it's important to just have a look at what's going on in the unconscious there, and just notice that. How do you feel about that? So if say if it's someone who's been doing some work to have better, say a woman who wants to have better relationships with men, and in the past it's been really like she's attracted men who haven't, like, it just hasn't worked out. It's been horrible. They haven't been able to really be with her. They haven't been able to be with her if she gets emotional. And then all of a sudden she's met a guy, she's connected with a guy, and he seems different. He's like totally just there with her. Now she might be thinking, oh my God, I don't know what to do with this guy. Like, how do I, this guy's like different. Oh my God, and freaking out. Now, what I want you to do for a moment is, whatever your scenario, just imagine that you are someone who has got to this new level, and you've moved through it, and you've gotten to another level. You got into a whole different level in your life, and imagine that the event that happened, the win that happened, is just a step along your journey to where you're going, to living your day-to-day life at a higher vibration, a different level. Now, we're not saying that it's not about higher is better. It's not saying there's anything wrong with where you are or where you have been, but it's about saying, well, how about if I want more of the things that I love in my life? How about if I want to be more in service to other people in my life? How about if I want to experience more success on every level, feeling better in myself, on the inner level, on the outer level, materially as well, having more abundance, having better relationships, having better health. And so whichever one of those things it is, just imagine for a moment, a year from now, you're getting these kind of results more often, and you're kind of used to getting these kind of results. So whether that be just sitting on the bike and being able to ride at an average speed of 36 kilometers an hour, which you're going to do for 5 hours in the Ironman, just sitting there, and that's, you can do that. Or whether it's if you're someone who is looking to have great relationships, and you're just looking at you're knowing that you can relate with someone else in an intimate relationship, that you can have really good quality relationships, or a relationship, and that you just know that the other person is going to show up and be there and not freak out. Whether like for me, I'm comfortable to just know that I can have weeks where I'm doing £10,000 worth of sales, and that's not a remarkable week. So whatever it is for you, just imagine that you're living at that level and it's totally normal to you. And now what I want you to do is look back at that first event that happened, that's this little win that you're celebrating, or this big win that you're celebrating right now, and notice how your attitude is different. Notice how you're looking at it, and just see what you see. Because for me, what I notice is, when I look back on it like that, I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's a really good start. And I want more of that, and I want that to become normal. So it's a totally different attitude towards success compared to, oh my God, that's amazing. I did this amazing thing. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that again. Or, wow, like, what do I do with that success? Like, how do I handle it? People are, you might have done something and people might be saying things to you like, oh my God, you're such a hero. You've done, something happened to me recently where that happened. You're such a hero, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, well, this is what I do. And I do my best in a situation to help other people. So the client that I work with in Australia, has really done a great job of that. And hey, Penny, well done. and she's now looking at going, okay, well, that went a lot better than expected. And now what next? Where else? What other areas of my life can I create better results in? So it's important to build on the small and big successes, and not to freak out when you get that initial success. Because I know for me in the past, like when I did all that rowing and stuff, is like I really wasn't ready for it, and it was like, oh my God, this is this amazing thing that happened, and I'll never be able to experience anything so amazing ever again in my life. And I kind of, I dropped back down again a little bit. But once you start to really get used to getting comfortable with some more of your potential and the amazingness that you are, and the power that's in you to do amazing things, you're going to start looking at these little wins and going, yeah, amazing, and I want more, and wow, well, it was a great success, and next time it's going to be easier. Next time I'm going to be able to do more. Next time I'm going to be having the same experience with someone that's even more aligned with me, with someone that I'm celebrating even more so. And so that's just my invitation for you, is to really pick that win and celebrate it from the point of knowing that it's the first of many big wins that you're going to have. And just that knowing in yourself that you're building towards that just being every day. So imagine if that win that you're celebrating was just like a, yeah, that's cool, and more. So it's like, yes, and instead of, and if someone compliments you on this, notice if you straight away palm it off. If someone goes, hey, well done, do you go, but it was only ... Or do you go, oh, well, other people have done better than me? Or do you go, yeah, well, it was nothing really, and try and kind of avoid that, really owning the thing you've done well, right? So, or do you let the appreciation in? You go, wow, thank you, it was great, and I want to do more of that. So we got especially here in the UK, we got being excellent is a big taboo. It's a cultural program that's really, really strong. So it takes work to break out of that, because the moment you start celebrating, going, yes, I've done something amazing, people around you, that it's not acceptable to be really excellent at stuff. So it's acceptable to be getting by and surviving and charging for your time and this is what I need to cover my expenses, and so to get to somewhere to be comfortable with going, hey, you know what, I want to live an abundant life. I want to live a life where I have time, and I have money, and I have resources, and I have great relationships. It's kind of edgy, right? So my question is, are you willing to feel that discomfort and sort of step through it? So let's start with celebrating this thing that's happened, whatever it is in your life. Celebrate. And know there's other people out there who are also celebrating. And so I love to see a comment of, what win are you celebrating? And I'm giving you a big high five, and I'm letting you know, because you know already, that it's the first of many wins that you're going to have. And you may go back, you may have an amazing week of training for your race, for your Ironman, and then feel like, oh, you've dropped back a little bit. But that's just a taste of things to come, and you're going to have more and more of that success. And I'm trying to cover. Trying to cover a lot of different examples, because this is relevant in every area of life. So yeah, let me know what you're celebrating, and spend some time imagining your future self, where that is commonplace, where high performance, high achievement, and great results in one or more or many areas of your life is like real commonplace, and you're used to it, and you're more comfortable with it, and you're like, yes, and what's next? Instead of saying, oh yeah, but small me, you're going, yes, and big me. So that is my mission for you. Let me know how you go. Thanks for listening, and it's Dunstan signing out with a celebration of excellence.